Sometimes I do, man, because a lot of these cats are, I know them personally, and a lot of them I talk to, and I genuinely care about it as people.
Right.
Um, but then again, I'm just like, you do what you do. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. So they're gonna get it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, so
When were you introduced to that hustling lifestyle?
I've always sold something. You know what I'm saying? Even as a kid, whether it was like weed or little pills here and there, or you know,
It was just around you, huh?
it's just around me, man. It's always been around me.
And
You know
that
what I'm
was
saying?
always
It's
an
always,
opportunity to make some money for
always,
you.
yeah. But like 16 years old, I've managed to have a job. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I worked in a restaurant business with my stepfather. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I've always had a job. I worked retail, something, but I always hustled drugs on the side. You know what I'm saying? It's always something like you know what I'm saying. Always like so.
Okay. You was hustling and working at the same time.
Yes, yes, I was. Yep.
Was that easy?
I mean, there's points in time where you have to stop working to go do what you gotta do. But yeah, like I'd save my money hustling and work, and it was all right.
What's it like hustling with an addiction? Were you doing that? Were you hustling with an addiction?
At first, no, but as I got deeper into the Philly scene, yeah, it's different because you got to put important money away for bills and your kids and you know your lifestyle and stuff like that. But then you got to put money aside for your drugs. And it depends on what kind of habit you got. Like if you got a giant habit, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna put more away for the drugs, and drugs aren't cheap. You know what I'm saying? So
And when you're selling them, you have them right in front of you. So
right in
it's
front of
it's,
you.
it's like temptation you're fighting to not use because you got to make your money. What is it? What
You're
you say?
you're battling it.
Battling
You,
it.
you can say that you're battling it because during on the block when you're out there all day. So of course you want to do some drugs,
Hmm.
and it's like if the block's got what you particularly do, you know what I'm saying, like dope or powder out there, you're gonna do it more often. You know what I'm
And how long have you been out there? I mean, Kensington.
saying? This time, let me see, maybe like 8 years, 7 years, 8 years,
8 years you've been out here,
something like that. Yeah,
and this your first time homeless.
yeah, yep.
Does your family know you're out here?
Um, I mean, I haven't contacted him, man. I gotta call him. I've been really slacking on that. I've been meaning to call him, but I've almost feel almost embarrassed, sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was just doing really well, getting out of jail and going to school, shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
You can get back to it, bro. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. Just a
yeah,
step you need to take. That's all.
yeah. I've been thinking about it every day, man. I mean,
Hmm. When were you released?
I think I got out like maybe like 2.5 months ago.
2.5 months. Okay. And since then you've been out here.
Yep. I I mean, I had a place to live. I was staying at a friend's house here and there, and
Right.
had a little apartment thing, whatever. Going to HVAC school, shit like that, and
Hmm.
I don't know, just like I don't know what happened, man. It all happened so fast. I got back into using, and then my life just like came crashing down. You know what I mean?
Sorry to hear, man. And I know it's rough out here.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What's the craziest thing you've seen out here
Um,
in your 8 years?
I see some really crazy shit out here, bro. Um, I think I've seen the worst of the worst, if you want to say that.
Can you give the kids an example so they never come out here? You gotta scare them, man. You gotta let them know. Scary things going out here.
I just watched like 14 young kids between the ages of like 10 and 14 stomp out a female in the middle of the road and take her car and rob her, while the cops was just sitting watching it.
And take her car?
Rob her, went through her car, took her car, all that shit. Cops was sitting there watching, and
How
after
many teens?
not it was like 14 of them, 13,
14
14 of them,
teenagers
all in the middle of the road. It was like 3 o'clock
pulled
in
a
the morning.
lady out her car
Yep,
and stumped her
stomped her out.
and took her car
Yep.
in front of the cops.
Mm-hmm. And the
Nobody
cops,
did anything.
nothing. And the cops pulled up, asked what they were doing, what they were out doing, blah blah blah. Cops was like, I just watched you, stomped her out, whatever, blah blah blah. But they didn't do a thing about it, man.
How long ago that happened?
This was like 3 days ago. Right on Clearfield and Kensington.
That's pretty much like a normal day out here.
Every day, man. It's either a shooting, murder, you know what I'm saying? Like someone getting robbed, you know, raped, women getting raped out here. Like it's fucked up out here, man. It's not it's not cool. It's not a place you want to be.